We wake up today with everyone talking about last night's dinner party with Brad and Shona. Well, that was embarrassing. So today's a new day. But has anything changed? We're still in the same place as we were yesterday. She's talking about she needs to have a voice. But you're not speaking up. This man is delusional, thinking that we're all on the same page, and you're just nodding your head agreeing. Oh, my goodness me. Come on, Shona. Please, use your voice. I hope that when we get to the commitment ceremony, that you get the opportunity to do that, because you seem to be stammering when you're in his presence, and it's looking ridiculous. I've got my fingers crossed for you. I really do. We can't keep going on like this.
Energy is a whole lot different than it was last week. Yeah. Why is that?
I'll tell you why, Paul. Because the honeymoon's over, and now the reality's set in.
There's situations where Shona's maybe felt like she needed to get involved when it's unnecessary, when it doesn't concern her or things like that. I struggle to understand it, but that's just because we're at a different level of emotional maturity.
Do you think I'm emotionally immature?
There she goes with those puppy eyes, looking for his approval.
I think there's traits.
And yet again, in front of the experts, she's still not able to voice her opinion. Oh, I just don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say. This is so frustrating to watch. Absolutely frustrating. It makes me question whether she feels that if she says too much, she's going to lose him. That's what's going through my head right now. Now that's someone with deep insecurities, if that's what she's thinking. And as I said before, this is the perfect time to speak in front of the experts. The perfect time. If he can't hear you now, you are not meant to be. That shows me you're not aligned with one another. She now has me questioning about her past relationships. How did it go there? Did she have an opinion? Did she have a voice? Or then again, if I was to look at this from a different perspective, was she too clingy? That's a question. Was she too clingy? Because as we can see, she's all about my man, my man. That's a question.
Shona, your husband has just said you're emotionally immature. So, what is your opinion of that?
I don't know. I don't really know how I feel.
Right this minute, I'm just rolling my eyes. Same way she has no words, nor do I.
I think the moment that really shifted the energy was when Luke was giving his rankings.
My natural human reaction was to be like, why? Why are we at the bottom of the list when we are actually saying we love each other? I just want to prove to you how I feel about him.
So let me get this straight. So she's saying that with them saying that they love each other, it warrants them being top of the leaderboard. Have I got this straight? Because they say they love each other. Very naive. As I said before, she's living in a fairy tale right now, and I think she's done that through all her relationships from the sounds of it. Her saying she loves somebody on the first day they meet. She said it before they met, actually. She said it at the hen do, if I remember rightly, when all the girls met up. She said, oh, I already love my husband. Something like that I remember her saying. Oh yeah, cuckoo.
This is what I was trying to explain to Shona. They're so entitled to feel the way they feel.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. It was great.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Until you did not allow Shona to exist in her feelings in that moment.
I could feel Paul was building up to something here. Mr. Man, what's his name? Brad was just looking too smug right there. And typical Paul, he pulled the rug from underneath him.
Not that I'm in a position of like authority or to teach her, but if I allow her to get angry.
Allow?
I don't want this to become a codependent situation where a question is asked and you're like, Bradley, what do you think?
Yeah, so I'm a teacher.
Hang on a minute. She's a teacher. Yes, she's, a drama teacher, is she not? So you're in a position of power where you're teaching people. And you have a voice. Plus a small amount of time you spent around the ladies. Again, you have a voice. But then when you're around your man, your husband, nothing comes out your mouth. There's no voice. What's going on here? So how are you letting this guy manipulate you in such a way? That makes no sense. Is he not meant to be your peace? Your sanctuary? Instead, he has you walking on eggshells. Eggshells. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Darling, do yourself a favour, pack your bags and exit left.
A teacher-student relationship never works as a romantic relationship. There needs to be interdependence. You don't want to be codependent.
She's already fallen into that trap. The codependency. So, Paul saying, I don't want it to get to that point. No, it's already there. It's already there. Let's try and reverse it. She's already there.
Because he will obviously try and explain what he feels, but then I'm like, it comes across sometimes quite
Stern and
cold
authoritative.
and stern, and I'm like,
Is she actually able to finish a sentence without him butting in? Because this is what we keep seeing, the same pattern. And at the same time, she doesn't help herself because she's always looking up at him for validation.
Shona, I'm interested in your perspective on that. Does he preach to you?
You see what I mean? There she goes again.
I guess, no, I know, innit? I guess you could put it in
So
that.
asking Shona.
Yes, Mel. Take control.
sometimes he'll go, but that's just my opinion. And like, it seems like a little bit defensive. So I'm like, oh, can I challenge you on that?
Do you feel like he's equal?
I think sometimes naturally I feel like he is above me, yeah. I think that is just me in life.
I wasn't surprised by her answer. It's very telling.
Brad is using words like, I will allow you to, and let you.
Absolutely.
Do you notice that you're using that sort of language into
100%.
them?
I feel like that's what I want to do. Do you know, I want to allow her to have the space and...
No, but you don't need to allow her to do anything.
No,
She's
of
your
course
equal.
not.
She'll
Yeah.
make that call.
Yeah.
Was he actually listening to Mel? Did he hear a word she said? Hearing and listening are two different things. He heard her, but he wasn't exactly listening. The words allow and let are controlling words. We say that to our children. But to your partner? That's a big red flag.
So I guess I just want to make sure that, Brad, you're aware of the language that you're using with her.
Yeah.
And giving Shona the space to just think for herself. She's an independent thinker. We're calling this out because these are the kind of patterns that can become dangerous between two people.
I'm sure we all knew what Mel was saying without her spelling it out. Narcissism.
And on that point, what is it that you're learning from her?
I'm learning how to, when you've set a boundary, how to appreciate somebody's boundary.
This I have to see. Not falling for that. I have to see proof. I have to see proof.
These are the things that you need to pick up on now.
Yeah.
You know, watching your language and also making sure that you have that voice. And then you say, hey, I've got an opinion here. I want to voice that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the decision.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. They both said stay. Come on. It was predictable. We knew where we were going with this. They're not going anywhere. Especially her. He will leave her before she leaves him. On that note, this is where I'll leave it. You may just see me come back to do 1 or 2 further reviews during this series, if I can spare the time. In the meantime, I'll say bye for now.